back to Wyther Farms. Just kind of out here chilling. A little cloudy today. Sorry if you can hear some background noise, but got some stuff going on upstairs. But yeah, so let's get into it. We'll go ahead and grab our tractor, and we'll grab our trailer as well, and we will get those soybean straw bales sold. Let's see how much we get for them. So if you remember the last episode on Monday, we ended up getting 35 soybean straw bales. And we also have our bales here too. So let's actually collect our silage bales really quick before we head over and grab our soybean straw. That way we can get these over and set by the... Come on, there we go. So we can get them set by the BGA so they're ready to be put in and sold. Speed up time a little bit, and then we'll go ahead and mow this again. And also from last episode, you saw that I had got a new, I did a new save, oops, and it actually put all the straw on the ground without missing anything. So I'm hoping with the grass that will be alleviated as well. So we'll give that a shot today, and we'll take a look at it, and we'll see how it went. I'm definitely curious to see what happened. Yeah, if that was all the fix I needed to do, then great. Because that was kind of frustrating a little bit. I think I've said that in past videos as well. But yeah, it was a little bit frustrating to be able to not be able to put stuff on the ground. So I think that's definitely fixed. I think if the last episode was any inclination of what to expect, I think we're good. But we'll definitely test that out today and take a look. Okay. So yeah, 20 bales. I think 19 of them, I want to say, were 10,000, and one of them was like 8. Or they were all 10? I can't remember. Actually, I think they were all 10, because I think there was 200,000 liters. So I mean, silage bales haven't been fetching us a huge amount of money, just because in this map it doesn't actually sell for a lot. Because other maps you're talking like $500 per 1,000 liters, but this one's $270. So, and that's kind of the highest as it goes, because the BGA is what's selling them, or buying them. Okay, let's take these over. We'll just set them to the side for now. We'll come back and put them in later. Unless we can get decently close. Put some of them in. That works. Might as well start having some of them processed. Okay. Let's go collect up our soybean straw. That will definitely get us some money, I think. I'm hoping. Really hoping. Because I want to be able to buy another field. Because we got to be able to do some little bit more prep for these fields to start planting. Because the next episode, which will be the 4th day of autumn, or the 2nd day of mid-autumn, it will actually want to start planting everything. Because we want it to come up a little bit out of the ground, so that way it's in the young phase. Because anything less or higher than that, there's a good chance that it'll just die. So, definitely don't want that. We want to get as much as we can out of these crops, especially because we're not 100% hurting for money, but we could definitely use a little bit more, especially if we want to speed up things a little bit. Might have to take out some contracts too, because some of those contracts of fertilizing pay well, and we can definitely make some good money off of them. So it's definitely something I want to do, but I want to try to minimize how much we do for contracts, because they can be a little bit tedious. Oh, I forgot a bale over there. Yeah, I always double back and take a look just to make sure that we grabbed everything, because sometimes I'll miss bales. I'm like, crap, I thought I looked, but I didn't. So that's what you'll see me doing, is moving the camera behind me just to kind of get a look to see. But yeah, so far this is our 2nd year on this farm. So far everything's been going pretty good on this farm, and kind of enjoying the progress a little bit, even though it is a little bit slow. I think it's been definitely pretty fun to play. And now that we've got the ground issue fixed, it's definitely nice. But yeah, I definitely want to be able to not have any issues when I play a map, because it kind of gets frustrating and discouraging to play, and kind of get sick of it. And like, alright, next map, let's move on. But yeah, glad it's fixed. Of course, it might have been on my part too, that I was kind of stubborn, didn't want to do a new game save game and game save, whatever. I'm just like sick of doing it. Because on a couple of maps I've had to, like 6 Ashes I had to, Erlengrad I had to. Let's destroy these crops here. Well, we're gonna cultivate over it, doesn't matter. Like if we were gonna be direct drilling, it's kind of a, or spreading lime I should say, the lime actually doesn't go on the field if those spots are like that, so it doesn't reset those spots. Oops, I forgot this one. So you have to come through and destroy the crop or cultivate it over. And sometimes when you're doing like a quick time lapse, you definitely don't want to do that. So you want to actually like get stuff done and lime really quickly. You don't want to have to go and cultivate. Okay, let's go find our soybean straw. Let's see if this is the only place that sells it or buys it. Yeah. So the animal barn, but it's going down a little bit. Let's just go there. Well, the barnyard seemed fine, because I think by the time we ended up selling, where's the barnyard? Thought I clicked it. Oh, there we go. Barnyard is right here by us, so that's good. Yeah, the animal barn's on the other side of the map. I think we went there last time when we sold our canola straw. Yeah, it's just right here down here, so that's good. And that'll save us on fuel, basically, going up all the way to the animal barn. It's not worth that $2 extra, I think. Especially because by the time we actually sell all of this, then yeah, it'll just be a waste of money. Okay, so I'm kind of curious to see. So this is 300,000 liters. It's about 152 per 1,000 liters, so yeah. What is it, $1,500 a bale? So that's not going to be much. Oh man, we have to back this up. Well, that's going to be fun. Okay. Slow and steady. It's easier if you just attach to the front, but that's okay. Like if you actually like unhook and then attach the front to it, you can guide it in a little easier. Oh, that wasn't bad. There we go. Okay. Come on. It's 45,000. Am I completely in the sell point too when it's not taking them all? Kind of annoying. Go. Alright. So yeah, or $2,200 a bale. Interesting. Okay, well, we made decent money out of that at least. So that was 30 bales. What do we make? About 60,000 from that? 68,000. Hey, not bad. So we'll get the rest of the 5 bales and give us another, what, 10,000-ish. So we kind of made the same amount of money out of all this as we did the canola straw as well, because we made about 70,000 from the canola. From the canola straw. That's about 78, maybe $80,000, give or take, for all of this. So it was only 10,000 more, and it took us a lot longer to bale or to harvest and bale it up. So, oh well. Yeah, it's money at least. I think what we'll do, I think we'll wait until we sell the canola before we go ahead and try to buy a combine. because I think canola will give us some decent money and kind of pad our the loan amount we need to take. Because I think what we'll do is we'll take a little bit of a loan to buy our combine. I'm going to try to buy one at least so we can get a decent sized header on. I think it might be a good idea to take a look at them before we go ahead and try to figure out which one to buy. Or before we buy one. So it kind of helps us figure out our price range and try to find one that's a little bit cheaper. Obviously, buying used will definitely save us quite a bit of money. So we'll definitely look at some stuff that are used and go from there. So we'll sell this one, and then we'll go ahead and get a worker over here and start him actually cultivating this field while we're working, because we're going to go ahead and mow and get all that stuff baled up. Just definitely feels like a longer drive than it should be, because like on the map it kind of seems a little bit, oop, can't go in there. So we got this place right here. It looks like it'll buy pig food and stuff, but on the map it doesn't show you where you can buy that kind of stuff, so I'm not 100% sure if you can even buy or sell pig food and stuff in there. Seriously. Like, we're in the sell point. It's kind of annoying. There we go. So yeah, it looks like about 1,200. Yeah, 80,000. Not bad. Yeah, sorry for the awkward camera because I was trying to get this out. Okay, let's see if we can make this turn at least. It looks like we might be able to buy pig food and stuff here, like fertilizer and stuff, but it doesn't look like we could probably sell there. Okay. I think we need to buy this trailer because we have at least at the moment. Yeah. Might be better to buy that. Save us some money on leasing costs. So I want to say it was like $300, $400 a day to lease it. I mean, at that rate, we can definitely buy it quickly. So what we'll probably, I want to say probably buy it on the next episode. Yeah, I think we'll buy it next episode just because we'll wait until the silage is sold. Let's actually go in there and dump a couple in. Oh yeah, something else I wanted to do was buy a different cultivator. I found another cultivator that would be a little bit more beneficial, I think. I think this holds almost 100,000, so we'll put as much as we can in. See if it goes over 100,000. It does. I think we tried to figure that out last time and I couldn't figure out what the limit was. So there's 130. What if it holds like 200,000? Dang it. 140. Also holds 150. Good to know. Okay. Been wasting a lot of time. We're at 14 minutes. Okay, so let's go set the worker on here. I think we'll just use the cultivator we have right now. I'll switch out the cultivators later. Because right now we're not really going to be worrying about that. We'll just let the worker go, really. I probably won't finish this episode, but we'll have him continue it into the next episode. While we start planting. Because we're going to plant this field over here, field 33. That'll be the primary thing we do next episode, is to plant that. But yeah, that's definitely something I'm waiting on to see if you guys will respond, to see if what you guys want in there. So yeah, definitely let me know what you guys want, because dang it, I had to turn it off. Yeah, definitely let me know what you guys want to see in there. Any of the winter crops will do. I think it's wheat, barley, oats, and canola. I'm good to do either of those. Maybe not canola because we just did canola in that field. So maybe the other three. Let me know whether you want wheat, barley, or oats. And I will plant whatever is the majority. Yeah, we'll try to look to, maybe in the next episode, depending on how much we make from those silage bales, maybe we can buy another field. Maybe. Nah, I'd rather buy a combine, because by the time we actually get around to actually needing a combine, it'll actually be ready to harvest, I think, because in summer, I think we'll be able to harvest our crops, so we might be able to sell our soybeans before we actually buy one, because we have 50-something thousand. Let's look. 58,000. So if they can sell, we can sell those for like 3,000-ish. It's about $150,000. 180,000 maybe. That'll give us a good amount of money to be able to buy a combine. I'm like, go. Okay, it's go. Okay. Well, whatever the worker misses, we'll go ahead and fix. So, okay. Let's get mowing and see what happens. I'm definitely excited to see if it isn't broken or if it is. I'm hoping it isn't. That'd be really nice. So we got it swathed. Ideal. Okay. Turn that on. Lower it. Let's take a look. So right here normally was fine. Then around this corner is where it stopped. Awesome. It fixed. Yeah, the save game fixed it. Hey, that's exciting. Okay, yeah, that's definitely nice. Okay, so let's get this mowed and then we'll get the rest of it built up. That'll definitely be a... Sorry, I was just thinking about something. I don't think we did nitrogen on here. Oh well. Yeah, I was just more concerned about getting the game back to where we were, because I had to fast forward from spring to autumn. Yeah, it was a lot. Yeah, that's fine. We'll spread nitrogen before we harvest it again, but we probably won't harvest it this year. I think this is the last cut for this year, because I think we got one in spring, one in summer, and now one in fall. Unless we already did one in fall. I don't know. I just got an achievement. I forgot because I haven't played on this one, because I used to play on PS4, so I have all of the achievements unlocked on that one, so it's kind of weird to see that pop up. But yeah, I don't have all the achievements done for the PC version, so that's probably why it popped up. So it said it was the cultivated 10 hectares. Yeah, I kind of forgot about that. Oh well. You'll probably see him throughout my series trying to get stuff done, because I think the next one's, what, 100 hectares or something like that. So, probably see that one too. And then once we start doing animals, then it'll be like breed a certain amount of pigs, breed a certain amount of chickens and cows. Because I unlocked all that stuff already on my PS4. Yeah, it's definitely really like these mowers, and it helps out quite a bit because we can just do a swath real quick. I don't think we sold... Did we sell the windrow? I don't remember. Something tells me we didn't. Might have to get that sold because I don't think we'll really need it from here on out. Because we're not going to be doing hay for a while. Like if we were doing hay, yeah, it would be necessary to have, because I want to be able to lay it out so that way it dries quicker. Because if you dry it in the swaths, it takes a long time. So yeah, I think once we move over to the next farm, which is the animal farm, I think we'll definitely end up getting another one. Probably a better one than that one, because that one probably is more beneficial, because I've seen it used where they attach a baler to it. that might be beneficial, because kind of going through and windrowing everything up is kind of a pain. It's hard to turn with it, so it's probably a good one to attach a baler to it so you don't mess up your windrows, straights, or whatever it is. Oh, the swaths. That's what it is. Okay, so I don't think this will take us very long to do, but what I'll do is I'll cut forward to where we're starting to bale. I think that might be a good time saver there, because everybody's seen mowing and bales. But I figure the baling's a little bit quicker than mowing, just because it's a constant moving and you don't have to worry about backing up and lining everything up perfectly. You just go. So I will cut forward and I will see you guys once we start baling. Okay, just about done with getting our mowing completed, and then we'll go ahead and get it all baled up. Okay. Yeah, these mowers are definitely nice. They speed this up quite a bit, especially because of windrows and cuts all at the same time. So baling this up should be pretty quick. And then we'll go look and get the rest of our other silage bales put into the BGA, and then we'll call it a day after that. In the next episode, we'll get some stuff planted. Okay. I think we have to get some nitrogen spread eventually as well, but since this is the last cut for the year, I'm not going to worry about the nitrogen this year. We'll go ahead and wait. We still have soybean straw in here. I don't want to take them to go. I don't want to take it to sell it, so we'll just empty it out. Seems to be their better way to do it. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I really need to research like talking topics. I don't really have any other topics to talk about this today. Considering it's Friday, let's see if we can do like a comment question kind of thing. Oh, I have one. So how many hours do you guys think you guys have put into farming simulators? So obviously if you're watching, you have some degree of playing. So I'm kind of curious of how many hours you think you've played Farming Simulator. Like for me, between PlayStation 4 as well as PC, I think together, with and without recording, I'm probably looking closer to like 3,000-4,000 hours that I've played Farming Simulator. So yeah, I'm definitely kind of curious to see how many hours you guys have played. Yeah, just if you guys want to include your Farming Simulator 17 hours in there as well, you definitely would have me beat, because Farming Simulator 17, I think I played it for maybe 200 hours before I bought Farming Simulator 19. But yeah, I ended up, since then though, I've been playing it for the last couple of years, and I put a lot of hours into it. A lot of it was just me playing on my own without recording, because I tried recording once. Like I put out, I didn't want to say Mercury Farms, I probably put out 10-12 videos of that, and then I just kind of stopped because I got busy. And so I just decided to pick up doing my channel again in 2020. So I probably started posting videos closer to like March or so of 2020. So I've been doing it for maybe almost a year now, just for these videos and series that I've been doing. And those started on PS4, I think I've mentioned before. But yeah, I started on PS4 and then I've moved to PC, and now I just play on PC because the mods on PC are so much better. But yeah, I've probably, between playing on PC and playing on PS4, all the time I've had it, I've probably played close to 4,000 hours. A lot of it was played probably on my own. Because I would play for hours. Because, like, let's see, in 2019, I played it consistently. Like, I would probably play it for like 7-8 hours. Maybe not a day, but from like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I'd probably play for like 7 or 8 hours. Man, I got nothing else going on, so I just play. But now that I've started school and working again, yeah, it's kind of hard to do that. So I've been kind of playing other things, and I think since I've started recording, I haven't really played Farming Simulator like leisurely. It's just more of a, I play it when I record. But I do enjoy this game, but playing it too much, I think I've gotten to that point in age where I'm like, I don't want to sit and play video games for hours anymore. It's kind of weird because like 2019, I would play for hours and not get bored, and now I wouldn't say bored, but kind of anxious to do something else. And so now I just play for a few hours and then I'm like, okay, time to do something else. Yeah, it's kind of weird how age does that. Like, alright, well, get to the point where you don't want to play forever. But I think the other issue is, too, I haven't really found a game that's really going to hold my attention for very long. Like, I want to play it for hours. Kind of the games that we have out, that are kind of out now, aren't all that great. Like, they're good, but they're not like, let's play this for 7-8 straight hours just to beat it. Like, there's other games out there, like the Call of Duty franchise, where I like to play the story on that, but the story doesn't take you very long to beat, maybe 4 hours. 3 hours, maybe. So, sitting and playing that whole story through is fine. I can do that and have my attention on it the whole time. But when it comes to, like, in a game that takes hundreds of hours to beat, like, I used to play Assassin's Creed for hours. I would be like, okay, let's buy the next game, let's play it forever, and then beat it within, like, it'd take about 100 hours to beat it, and then play it non-stop. But for some reason now, I just don't want to do that anymore. Just kind of get, like I said, a little anxious to do something else. So yeah, it's been kind of an odd experience, especially because video games were just something I did all the time. Maybe it comes with age, who knows. So, I don't know, it's kind of a bit, just trying to think of things to say, but yeah, just kind of let me know how many hours you guys have put into Farming Simulator. It's definitely a great game, definitely a relaxing one. I enjoy making these videos because they're kind of my, what is that called, the self-care thing, so you don't get burnt out from life or work or school. So it's just kind of something to sit back and relax. I look forward to making these videos, and it's pretty fun. I want to say baling is my most favorite job out of all of this. Like, between cutting grass, mowing it, or between mowing, baling, windrowing, all of that. It's just very, I don't know, satisfying. It's definitely one of my more favorite jobs to do. So like when I do like a baling contract or something, that's the kind of contract I'm most excited to do. Just because it is really fun just to be able to mow and then get it all raked up and baled up. It's enjoyable. Not 100% sure why, but it just really is. Just something that's very relaxing. Okay, pick a camera angle. Yeah, like I've said before, I definitely appreciate everybody who's taking the time to subscribe and watch my videos. It's definitely cool to see everybody chiming in and answering my comment questions or giving me advice and telling me, hey, yeah, you're doing this right, or hey, you're doing that wrong. It's definitely helpful. Because I know on one of them with the Combine Experience mod, like I'm not 100% sure how to use it. I more made that video to say, hey, this is how you turn everything on, because it took me a minute to figure it out, and there was absolutely no videos at all of how to turn on the Combine and stuff, so it doesn't really tell you in the description of the mod to select each implement. So you have to select the header, turn it on, and then select the combine and turn it on to be able to get it to go. So yeah, it just took me forever to figure that out. So I decided to make a video on it, and then I decided to do a little bit of tests just to kind of play with it a little bit. But yeah, I'm not really going to claim that I know 100% of how all these mods work. Definitely something to learn, just because I haven't used PC mods before. So a lot of it is me just learning all these different mods and how they work and how to use them and why are they beneficial, stuff like that. But I do enjoy making those mod how-to videos. They're really fun to make because it's like a lot of trial and error, and you sit there and you try to figure it out, and kind of having people watch you try to figure it out too. And definitely learn from my mistakes kind of thing. How are we paying a worker? Oh yeah. Totally forgot. Oh man, that's why you don't take a break from these things. Yeah, I left after I said, okay, I'll see you guys after, and then I got up and did something else. I kind of forgot that we had a worker cultivating. I'm like, what the heck? Like, I don't remember setting a worker, but now I do. Of course, that was I can't wait for school to be done, I can tell you that much. I don't mind it, but kind of wears you out. Makes your brain hurt sometimes. Especially when you have a lot of work to do and a lot of things to focus on. But it's funny though, because this kind of stress I can manage. I mean, stress is still stress and it sucks, but compared to social work stress, this is so much better. It's weird, but it's so much better. Like, it's not as exhausting, I think. Because, like, being mentally and emotionally exhausted sucks. But just being intellectually exhausted is better. It's definitely a nice change of pace. Because I don't know if I said before, but I used to be a social worker. I worked in the public sector, basically. Yeah, I mean, it was definitely a good job. It was rewarding, but it was exhausting at the same time. So just kind of got burnt out of that. Decided to stop and go to school. So it's just been a good change of pace, really. It's been really nice. So we're getting pretty close to being done. Like I said, we'll probably call it done after we get all this baled up. Just definitely didn't want to have a long video because I think the last video was pretty long. Definitely want to try to minimize that. Not because like things take forever, but just because I know like watching the same thing over and over again can be a little bit boring. Like, this will be the second video or third video I've done, maybe fourth video I've done mowing this field. So I definitely want to try to minimize that, but kind of on a slow start, I think. I think I've said that before, and sorry if I repeat myself. I barely need to figure out talking points. If you guys have talking points, let me know. Like, hey, why don't you talk about this or talk about that? I'm definitely happy to do that. Sometimes it's kind of hard to come up with questions on the spot or things to talk about on the spot. Because, I mean, there's not really much to narrate when it comes to baling. Like, not at all. So, definitely appreciate it if you have something, like a topic to talk about, and something that would be cool to discuss, something we can discuss in the comments. I can bring it up in the video and then discuss it in the comments, whatever it may be. But I'm definitely looking forward to the next farming simulator game. Kind of interested to see what they'll do, because I know, like with any developer, they'll add on to the next game and make it better than the last. Because this one is already better than FS17, even though FS17 is very nostalgic for me. Even though I didn't play very long, it's just this is definitely much better. I think the graphics are great. It feels a little bit. The lighting feels better. Definitely better rendered vehicles, and definitely interested to see what the next one will bring. See what kind of different animals they'll bring on it to the next one too. Because I know they added horses to this game. And then they added probably a couple of new crops as well. But I know, like, as they progress in the games, they figure out how to add more to the games. So I'm kind of curious to see what they'll do with the next game with animals, crops. Hopefully they add a lot more crops to it. That'd be really cool. Because you kind of feel a little bit limited on these crops, I guess. Like you feel, well, this is all I can plant. So, just kind of, yeah, kind of limiting, I think. But I think if we're able to say, hey, yeah, we'll throw in maybe carrots and onions, like I've seen, like with modded, like there's mods that you can add carrots and onions, and kind of curious too if we'll add other different kinds of crops, because I know the most basic ones are cereal crops, sunflowers and stuff like that, and cotton. But yeah, I'd be kind of curious to see if they actually go ahead and add something a little bit more, something different, I think. I'm sure a lot of people are with me on that one. Because yeah, the game's fun and all, but adding a little bit more variety, that's why I like the mods are nice, is because it does add a little bit more variety, more things you can do, and you can go and find stuff that isn't necessarily released by Giants, but is supported by the game. But yeah, just stuff like that. I think being able to add a little bit more to it would be really cool. But yeah, I think the other thing too when it comes to a new game is it is going to take forever for new mods to come out for it, so that's the only downside, I think. Let's see how many bales we got. Not 54, so 35 is what we got from the other field. So what, 19 bales? Which is a little bit less than we got last time. Yeah, because we got 20 last time. I think it's because we didn't fertilize. I think that's the issue that we're running into. Well, we'll let our worker keep cultivating, and I think we'll call it a day for now. We finished up our task for today, and then next episode we'll go ahead and plant. I've said it before, but let me know what you guys want to see in there. So yeah, well, I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch. I know it wasn't a very long video, probably. So, just a very quick, getting things baled up. So we can get a little extra money so we can go ahead and start buying equipment and buying land. Because that's what's going to make us our money back, is getting all those things done. So that's all I got for today. I appreciate you guys watching. And if you're unsubscribed, definitely consider doing so. If you guys enjoyed, definitely drop a like. Definitely helps out the channel a lot. Other than that, that's all I got. We will see you guys in the next episode. Hey, take care, guys. Bye.